Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can connect Real Geeks to Thanks.io so that all your contacts in Real Geeks, all those leads you're generating using your Real Geeks website, can automatically get put into Thanks.io where you can send them awesome direct mail that looks like you hand wrote it. You can even set up automations inside Thanks.io so those letters, those postcards go out to those leads instantly as soon as they get added. Let me show you how to set up this connection. So the first thing is, if you're not familiar with Thanks.io, here is their website, thanks.io, and you can hop in here and learn all about their awesome handwritten cards. They look just like they're handwritten. They have a bunch of different handwriting styles and samples, and you can choose one that looks just like yours. It just gives it a nice extra touch to catch your leads, your contacts' eyes. So that's what we're doing. We're getting contacts from Real Geeks into Thanks.io. The first thing you're going to do is go to apination.com and you're going to click on Get Syncs. The first thing to do is sign up for an API Nation account if you don't have one yet. An account is totally free. You can poke around and see all the apps you can sync at API Nation, and then you'll just need a plan to actually start syncing the contacts, the leads, the transactions, or whatever you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and click here to sign in. I actually already have an account, and I'm going to sign in with Google. All right, great. So now I'm signed in, and now I'm going to scroll on down till I see Real Geeks. You can see those are alphabetical, so I'm going to go to R for Real Geeks. There he is right there. Click on that, and here you can see all the syncs available for Real Geeks. So I can sync Real Geeks with awesome apps like Constant Contact, Dubs, and video messages. If I got contacts in iPhone or Google Contacts, I could do that and get the contacts synced from my phone into Real Geeks or vice versa. A lot of different great options here. We're going to come down here to T for Thanks.io, click on that. And you can see the sync here between these two apps is Real Geeks leads to Thanks.io. That's the one that's available. So I'm going to activate that sync. And now we're just going to set up this sync. So the first thing is to connect Real Geeks. Pretty simple. You're going to hit connect. It's going to take you out to this little page that's going to explain exactly how to do it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is there's this link, leadrouter.realgeeks.com. We're going to click on that, and it's going to open in a new tab. And you can just hop back to the original tab to read exactly what you need to do, but it's pretty straightforward. In that lead router window, you're going to configure destinations, and you're going to select the site which you want to send leads from, apination.com, that's fine. And then you're going to scroll on down to this API Nation tile here, hit connect. Here it's going to ask for your authorization key and the user. So if we go back to the instructions here, you're going to see there is an authorization key. Yours is going to look different from mine. This is specific to my profile on API Nation. So I'm going to copy that, go back here, paste it in there, and then I'm going to choose a user based on who I have available in Real Geeks. And then I can choose this assignment. This is optional though. I'm going to hit save. There we go. I now have a new connection here. And if I go back to the walkthrough, I can scroll down to the bottom and hit test connection. There you go. Real Geeks is successfully connected to API Nation. So now it's going to take me on to the next page where it's going to show me that connection is available. So I'm going to select that connection. And then to connect Thanks.io, pretty similar, just hit this button. It's going to have you sign into Thanks.io, and that makes the connection. There you go. So there's the connection. We're going to select it. And of course, you will need a Thanks.io account in order to connect it. So you're going to want to sign up for that before you start setting up this sync. Finally, there are the settings. Here you can choose if you want to sync all your Real Geeks contacts into Thanks.io. That might be a good idea to just have everybody in there ready to go so you can hop into Thanks.io, start sending postcards if you want. If for some reason, maybe you got a ton of people in Real Geeks, you don't want them in Thanks.io, you don't want everybody in there, just don't check this box. But for most people, checking the box is going to make sense. And then you're going to select which list in Thanks.io. Thanks.io, like a lot of other apps, keeps your contacts in separate lists. That way you know who is who. We have some lists created. I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to call this Real Geeks Contacts. And hit subscribe, and it'll go ahead and create that list for us. There we go. We're now ready to activate this sync. I'm going to show you two more things before we move on. There is a filter here so that if I want to filter who is coming over from Real Geeks into Thanks.io, specifically into this list, I could. So maybe you want to filter based on tags. Maybe you're only tagging some people, thanks. And then when you tag them with thanks in Real Geeks, they automatically get sent to Thanks.io. So that's a really easy way to control who's getting sent to Thanks.io, especially if you're managing multiple lists. Maybe you'll have a hot list, maybe you'll have a closed list, maybe you'll have a VIP list, and then you can just filter based on the tags, which might be a great idea. Have a VIP tag, they'll get tagged, they'll get put in the VIP list in Thanks.io. Maybe you have an automation set up for people in the VIP list on Thanks.io. A lot of different options here, but a lot of great strategies can be used with this filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear it out for now. I'm just gonna get everybody over there and then I can deal with them in Thanks.io. The last thing I wanna show you is mapping. So the information from Real Geeks, where do you want it in Thanks.io? In the address, we want the street address. In the city, we want the city. A lot of this stuff is done already for you by API Nation. If there's anything else you want to pop in here that you think might be helpful, you can see if you have a custom field in Thanks.io. We see that, we can put stuff in there. So maybe you want to make a custom field for something like role, and then you can go ahead and put the role in there, and then maybe another one for status, and then you can put the status in there, which will just be helpful inside Thanks.io. That way you know exactly who these people are and also what their role is and what their current status is, because this is going to stay updated with the information you have in Real Geeks. This looks good. I'm going to go ahead and go to the top and activate this sync. There we go. The sync is now running. And that's it. That's how you connect Real Geeks to Thanks.io so that all those contacts from Real Geeks, all the leads you're generating using your website, can automatically get pushed to Thanks.io and start sending them those awesome handwritten, beautifully designed cards, catch their eye. Everybody goes to the mailbox, everybody opens their mail. They're going to see your card, they're going to look at it, they're going to read it, and they're going to get more deals. If you have any questions or need any help setting up this sync, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation. We are connecting the world's applications.